Hello, everyone. Zendozation here. And today I'm going to talk about how my day went at the cookout. So, you see, I'm going to talk about how my day went at the cookout on Memorial Day. And I will also be having an update and why I'm annoyed, angry, sad, and scared. So, let's talk about it. First, the cookout. Okay, so as for the cookout, I was minding my motherfucking business. And then my cousin Sydney started some shit with me. Here's what I mean by starting some shit. I was scared of my older cousin Duche Jr.'s dog, as I am not used to dogs. No, even though my mom did say she's getting me a tortoise and dog, I am not used to dogs. The only dog I was ever used to was my family dog, Megan, who passed away back in 2021. When I was younger, I didn't really have a whole lot of pets. All I had was a family dog and three betta fish. She was literally talking about my TikTok page. My cousin Sydney, younger cousin Sydney, was talking about my TikTok pages to my older cousins, Duche Jr.'s, talking about it to his stepdaughter. First of all, his stepdaughter barely knows me. Two, why are you discussing my pages to her? First and foremost, that's not, you don't speak about somebody else's people to somebody who barely know. You don't talk about somebody else's social media to, to somebody who barely knows who you are. I've also had to tone down some of the characters I had because I was having too many of them at the time. So the maximum is 16 characters. So I toned it down to maximum at 16. I also will be having a merch store as I have more than one YouTube channel. But I will say this, I toned it down from 44 channels to 28 channels. And what I feel like is my cousin was starting some shit, and my maternal grandma was pump faking like she was advocating for me. She told her cousin Sydney to let that shit on TikTok go. My younger cousin Sydney was a dick towards me way before I even had TikTok. And then she lied to my maternal grandma, said she didn't wasn't talking about my TikTok when she fucking was. Not only that, but she also decided that it'd be a good ass idea to to fucking tell me what to do. Like she also thought it'd be a good fucking idea to try to and she thought it would be a good idea to chase me with the fucking dog. My older cousin's dog. She's her along with my older cousin Dusha Jr.'s stepdaughter said that they were gonna chase me with her fucking dog because I'm just scared of the dog because I am not used to dogs. She also lied her ass off saying that she wasn't gonna chase me with the dog and that she wasn't talking about my TikTok when she does. Luckily, my younger brother Aiden advocated for me. I had to make him stay down there so I have a witness on my side so they don't try to get away with lying. It was 2 against 2. But I was still pissed off by that comment, by her attempting to chase me with Douche Jr.'s dog. My maternal grandma also lied and claimed that she wasn't gonna fucking, there were none of the dogs were gonna be over here. As you know, my maternal grandma doesn't tolerate any pets other than dogs and fish. So, considering the fact that Megan lived there before she died, and my first 2 beta fish lived with her. Now, my third being Norman and Junior, my first 2 beta fish. Norman being my first beta fish, and Junior being my second beta fish. My third beta fish lived with us, with my mom was the one who took care of Bridget. I couldn't take care of my fish because I was allergic to fish. So the only thing I was able to do for them was feed them. My maternal grandma and my mom were the ones that had to clean their tanks. I have a fish allergy. I also have a shellfish allergy and tree nut allergy, too. So because of that, I was not able to take care of the fish. Although my mom did say she's getting me a tortoise and dog, which I am grateful for. One of the things that my mom is actually doing right on. However, not only that, but another thing why I'm upset. Another reason why I had a mediocre ass time at the cookout is the little kids. Them little kids were annoying. Them adults down there were too busy gambling. And then my maternal aunt and my cousin Desi, older cousin Desi, and my cousin and his wife, and my older cousin Duche Jr.'s wife Camille, they were way too busy chatting. They were too busy chatting, yapping. They were chatting with each other, too busy chatting with each other. And you know what the worst part is? I was basically watching they damn kids. I feel like the younger adults in my family are not as responsible. That's what I feel like. I was basically watching their damn kids because they were too busy gambling. And so I was basically watching everybody's little kids to make sure that they weren't fucking fighting with each other, or they weren't messing with each other or messing with shit. I had to make sure. So because I had to keep them from fighting and making sure they weren't messing with shit, I was basically watching their motherfucking kids while they were off. I feel like Lou from Rugrats. I felt it because Lou, aka Tommy, Dylan, Angelica's grandfather, have to watch the fucking babies while their parents are off doing whatever. And that's how I felt. I was watching the kids while the adults were too busy talking or gambling, and the other tweens and teens were just off doing whatever. So I was the only person watching them kids like, these are y'all's kids. Why am I watching y'all's kids? They're lucky I was solid enough and asked them to watch y'all kids while they were gambling or talking. And I feel like the teens were, myself included, were being treated unfairly. For example, the little kids get pool toys and a fucking bounce house. The adults get to drink and fucking gamble. And all us tweens and teens, all we get are some video games to play or just be on our phones or devices and talk. That feels extremely unfair. It's like us tweens and teens were basically irrelevant. And that's what pissed me off. We were basically irrelevant. We were irrelevant. And that's what pisses me off. Like, so you're telling us we're irrelevant, basically? Like, are you kidding me? We're irrelevant? Are we just irrelevant? That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm irrelevant. I'm basically irrelevant. All us tweens and teens were basically irrelevant. Y'all get alcohol and gamble. The kids get toys and a bounce house, and all we get are some fucking video games? Are you kidding me? Are you really fucking kidding me? That doesn't feel fair at all. It does not. And they wanted to talk maternal, and my maternal grandma and my maternal younger cousin Sydney wanted to talk about my TikTok when her TikTok is worse than mine. She either points pointless, questionable, weird, or dumbass shit on her TikTok. She kept posting inappropriate. My younger cousin Sydney was posting inappropriate shit, questionable shit, dumb shit, or pointless shit. She was talking about having kids, her daughter in 2036. I'm like, you aren't even a fucking adult and you're already thinking about having kids. Are your daughter dating a grown man? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, first of all, why the you are only 16 years old. Why the fuck are you talking about having kids? That's the part that confuses me. You're literally 16 and you're talking about having kids. Like, something's off there. You are only 16. Why are you worried about having children at that age? And when I was 16, I wasn't even thinking about having kids. That's the part that really annoys me. Like, why are you thinking about having children is the question, and you're only 16 years old. I literally had to stick with my younger brother Aiden because I was the only fucking person watching everybody's kids while the adults are too busy gambling or talking. And like I said, the other twins and teens are off doing whatever. What also doesn't help is how I barely got any barbecue. I'm like, screw it. Like, I just kept to myself. I just watched Village of Objects in my maternal grandma's living room. I and this cookout was worse than that event on Thanksgiving. I was definitely worse. I was annoyed. I brought my sketchbook, some Uno cards. But Aiden didn't want to play Uno, and I wasn't gonna make him because I don't force people to do shit that they don't want to do. And I brought my laptop and phone. My tablet is broken, but I am planning to get another tablet. And oh, now I should probably talk about the fate of my shows. Now, as I was saying, so as for my shows, Coolness Object Battle, Compete for the Prize, my object shows. If my object show OCs met Gay Now, if my object show OCs met Sharon, if my object show OCs were on social media, if my object show OCs went to Paraquad, if my object show OCs went to All Saints Muay Thai Gym, and the TOSOSC movie. I'm currently animating with Google Slides, but I will switch from Google Slides to PowerPoint to Flip a Clip to Adobe Animate. That's the plan. Honestly, I'm going to rate this out of 100. I give the cooking, I give it a 41 out of 100 because it felt like that didn't have me at a mediocre time. Granny was on her bullshit. And then Joletta said that they're not going to drive my maternal grandma crazy, my cousin Joletta. So it's like, and I didn't like that my cousin Harmony judged me for being scared of dogs. I am not used to fucking dogs, okay? Everybody is not, everybody doesn't like dogs. Everybody don't like animals. Everybody does not like animals. No, I love animals. I do want to own some couple of pets one day. And I might and I will make a YouTube channel about them. But everybody does not like pets. Everybody doesn't like animals. So if you have somebody coming out and they don't like pets or any kind of animal, I would just put all my animals up because everybody don't like animals. Now, we were basically there until like 11 o'clock. Like everybody. When the cookout ended, I'm like, thank God it's over. My mom was too lazy to come get us after the cookout, so we had to stay there for the night. I was just very like, well, this was the most mediocre. Well, that cookout was definitely mediocre. But enough about the cookout. Now we're going to talk about an update. So, after high school, I decided to tone the YouTube channels down, though. I changed it from 44 to 28. So, my 28 channels are my Storytime Animation channel, my Object Show channel, which is the channel you're on right now, my Beyond channel, my Gotcha Life channel, my Stickman Tournament channel, my Storytime Stickman channel, Men channel, my gaming channel, my commentary channel, my family vlogging channel, my cartoon commentary channel, my top 30s channel, my mukbang channel, my original animated series, Daniel versus Diamond versus Dylan, my original animated series, Titus the Tomato, my original animated series, Xantho, Xander, Zayden, and Yuri, my music channel, my show Character Eviction, my backup channel, my meme channel, my Fortnite channel, my dogs channel, my cats channel, my birds channel, my starfishes channel, my tortoises channel, my monkeys channel, and my tarantulas channel. I have 28 YouTube channels, and I will post 7 channels per weekday. 7 on Monday, 7 on Tuesday, 7 on Wednesday, and 7 on Thursday. And it'll be once every 3 weeks. I will also be a TikTok creator. I have 16 TikTok pages. I will be posting 4 per weekday. 4 on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, 4 on Wednesday, and 4 on Thursday. And it'll be once every 3 weeks. on my, and I will also be a Facebook creator, but I will only post on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will also be an animator for Nickelodeon. As the four shows I'm going to pitch to Nickelodeon is the Solar System show, which is about the sun, the planets, moons, and dwarf planets doing chaotic shit and going on adventures together. Awful Life of Avery, which is about an anthropomorphic polar bear who has ADHD, who goes on, who has to deal with both sides of her family, school, work, social media, and activities. AEIOU and sometimes Y is about a bunch of owls in the city doing dumb crap. And the last and my show Stella Spectacular Success, which the show is based off of me. I will also have four businesses: a pet store, a restaurant, and two social media platforms. One is similar to Facebook, the other is similar to YouTube. I will also be a pool player and a bowling player. Practicing pool since middle school, practicing bowling player since my sophomore year. So I will also compete on Big Brother. And then there's my Fortnite channel. I am also annoyed, angry, sad, and scared. And I'm going to explain why. I'm angry because they're worried about what I'm posting on my TikTok page, but yet they're not worried about what Sydney's posting. She has posted questionable, weird. She has posted questionable, inappropriate, weird, or dumb or pointless shit. Say what you want about my TikTok, but at least I have a purpose to my TikTok. So I'm annoyed because I'm tired. I feel like my younger brother, youngest Caden, has gotten on my nerves. This dude be coming in my room playing sound effects on my TV. It annoys me. He does it to my younger brother Aiden as well, who's 13. Like he think that shit is funny. Nobody finds that shit funny but him. Why I'm angry is just I'm tired of the biasness. I'm tired of the it's just biased. Like, I'm sick of the biasness. Like I just can't stand with the biasness. It's just annoying. I'm sad because my maternal great grandma passed away in 2020. And ever since that happened, I haven't felt the same since. I never even got a chance to tell her I do my YouTube channel. Never even got a chance to tell her I do YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook. She was from my great grandma was from the greatest generation. I was gonna introduce her to that stuff. And when it just I'm now sad because now that she's gone, I never got to tell her all my characters. I could have made my characters. It makes me sad. So what also makes me why I'm sad, I'm also sad that my family dog and my fish died. All three of my fish and my family dog have passed. My family dog passed away in 2021, so that was 5 years ago. My first beta fish died in 2012. I was sad about that. My second beta fish passed away in 2017, and my third fish passed away in 2018. She didn't live as long as the other two. I was sad. It just, which is the reason why I've been using my characters and plants as my companions, but they're not. Though. They're just companions for now. And here's why I'm scared. I'm scared of the future. Look who's in fucking office. Nobody knows what's gonna happen in the future. Hell, inflation, the coronavirus, inflation, like nobody knows what's gonna happen in the future. Nobody knows. Especially that you know who is in office. So I'm very, very scared. And I'm about to graduate high school soon. So I'll have to get I'll be in the I'm in the real world trying to I work at Home Depot, but it's still I still it just I still am very, very worried. I you know, Yeah. Sorry I had to go use the bathroom, but it just doesn't feel right. Like nothing. Like all of the Jalen where they're hiding his cousin. But no, like we were to hide him, and it isn't. We would hide his back because I have a chance because that's like the highest, like the highest chance of survival. However, my object shows sees the 16 of them are one ball, strawberry milk, fuzzy dice, emerald, tablety, apple juice, $50, ottoman, hexagon, drum, ketchup and mustard, chip, cannonball, PewDiePie T Series, Cocomelon Kids, Diana Show, and like Nastia, and bowling ball. My character. Oh yeah, it smells well moisturized. So, because I'm the future, that's exactly why I'm scared of the future. That's why I'm annoyed, angry, sad, and scared. The cookout was mediocre and was definitely worse than the Thanksgiving event, despite both events being mediocre. And my update. Also, I will be re uploading COB 1A. That's all I have to say in this video. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.